taking care of business every day. Taking care of business every way. I've been taking care of business. It's all mine. Taking care of business and working overtime.
We are back. I'm your host, Barry Waxler, here with Andrea Kay, Urban Miayres. We've asked Eve Nasby to sit in on this segment because we're going to start out and talk about a new piece that we're going to work on a regular basis. And we call this Urban Talks, so we can create a little bit of a podcast series on this. So, Urban, tell us a little bit about Urban Talks. What's our goal? What are we doing?
Well, primarily it's to help me get the word out on people. I get so many inquiries and requests for information, all different subjects, and often many people are asking me the same thing. Where do you get a grant? How do you keep motivated? I got post-traumatic stress. How do I get back into the workplace? I'm a transitioning vet. How do I do it? How do I blend back to society? And I constantly get these types of questions, and thank you, Barry, for saying, why don't you come out with a short podcast just to help people, something they could keep. You read articles about it and all, and then you forget it. You can't find out where that article was. You saw something in it. Well, if we have a podcast that's online, you could pop, just listen to right away. And it's short, 3 to 5 minutes. Maybe it's a kickstart in the morning.
Right.
Or something like that. So that's the primary focus, build a library up of different things that I do in my seminars and workshops around the country.
And we can use these kind of podcasts for anybody. I mean, the target is disabled veterans because that's what's really seeking your services out on a regular basis. But we can go over, Eve, we can, veterans in general can use this information because part of what a veteran or disabled vet's looking for is employment issues, which you deal with, Eve, and a lot of them are looking for self-employment, which is really, Urban, tell us why a disabled vet is really interested in self-employment over regular employment.
Well, it depends on, of course, the vet. We're all different. Each one of us is different. But when you're getting out of the service, whether you've only been in for 3 or 4 years, or you've been in for 20 or 30 years, you're coming out and you're blending back into society. It took the military 6 months to a year at least to train us how to live the military lifestyle. And then coming out, they give us a TAPS program. We go to a couple of classes and we have to go back to learn how to live the society type lifestyle. And it's a rough transition for most veterans. People don't realize how difficult it is. And sometimes they just need a little boost from someone who's been there, who knows where they're at. Often it's the loved ones, too. Another market are people in vocational rehabilitation or career development. They need that little bit of information they could give to a client or consumer of theirs that say, hey, listen to this podcast, and maybe it'll answer some of the questions. And with vets especially, they hear all this information when they get out. I just had one from Stockton, California. He said, I'm 100% disabled. Can I start a business? I said, whoa. Did you know there's 2 types of 100% disability? He did not know that. And so we got him on the right track, and we're starting a not-for-profit with him and his wife.
Great.
What are the 2 types of 100%? What does that mean?
Well, 100% disabled is an award given by the Department of Veterans Affairs. One is considered permanent and total. That means your disability is permanent and total due to the severity of the disability. The other disability is called 100% unemployability. You have a permanent and disabled rating, anywhere from 0% up to 90%. And because you can't find work because of your disability, they add on the extra percentage to equal 100%.
Gotcha.
So that's basically the 2. One, you could go back to work and you won't lose your benefits. But under the unemployability, you get it because you can't find a job. So if you start a business, that means you could go out and get work. Or do any activity that you could get paid for, right. Even volunteering.
Right. So, Eve, this information applies over to the veterans that are looking for employment as well, does it not?
Absolutely. I think the veteran community is just set up so beautifully to start their own businesses. There's that entrepreneurial spirit. They're having most of the time in their jobs to do something with nothing, and that's what entrepreneurs do. That's the basis. do something with nothing. And I think it's beautiful. So thank you, Urban, for doing this.
You're right, Eve. You know, the thing that with the disabled, whether you're a veteran or not and want to go into business, it's all about timing. And now may not be the right time for you to go in business. Maybe you just come back from serving in Afghanistan,
right,
and you've had 2 or 3 tours in combat, and you just got out of the military. You were in Afghanistan maybe 60 days ago, and you want to go right into business. You haven't transitioned yet. You think you have, but you haven't.
Yep.
And going out and get it. So I probably talk more people out of going into business than into business. But everybody could be in business and successful given the right time, right resources, and the right opportunity.
Right. Well, we're running short on time for this, so just want to let all our listeners know that we're going to be building out a podcast channel with all of these, and we're going to get into very topic-specific matters. Yeah. So stay tuned, and we will get the information and start building all this stuff out. And I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to also. It's going to be quite exciting.